Greetings, Mathies. This is Mrs. Mounts, and I am going to go over with you how to solve equations that have variables on both sides. But first, here we go. All right. I love ice cream. Okay, so let me get my screen here going for you. Make sure that you get your name and your number at the top. So what I'm going to do in this video is go through an example. I'm going to do one, and then you can see you're going to try one on your own, but I'm also going to have it on the video. So at that time, I'll just have you pause, but let's go to it. You're going to notice that we have a variable on both sides of the equation. We have the letter V. So I'm going to teach you, I hope, kind of a cool way of getting these solved. Maybe it's something new, but I hope you understand it and you enjoy using this box method. So we're going to make a box underneath each side here. And so I'm going to always get my variables to the left. I'm going to take my constants to the right. Okay, so I'm going to make this bigger for you so you can see it here. So I already have 8V here. And if I want to bring 2V to the other side, right now it's positive 2V, I would subtract 2V. So that's what I'm going to put over on that left-hand side. I have the constant -9. I would bring this -21 over. To undo it, or the inverse operation of subtract 21, I'm going to add 21. Okay, so if you feel like you need to, make sure you have your calculator ready to go. Some of this, hopefully, you can do mentally. But 8V minus 2V, that would give you 6V. -9, so just to remind you how to type that in. So below the 3 is your negative key. Remember, we can never start off an expression with subtract. It's going to take that previous answer, and we don't want that. So -9 plus 21. Hit enter, and I get 12. If you can do it mentally, that's great. And look, we're down to one step. Now, I think we're ahead of the ball game that if you can do this mentally, go ahead and do it mentally. I don't have to see that step. This is down to a one-step equation. If you mentally can go 6 times what gives you 12, or 12 divided by 6, you definitely do that. So I am perfectly fine with that. If you feel like you need to show your work, the inverse of timesing by 6 is dividing by 6. There's our 1. V equals 2 is our answer. Now I'm going to show you the check on this. I think it's really important to do the check. Again, your first DCA will go amazingly if you're willing to do the check. So I'm going to go 8, and let me just highlight like I've done before so you know where I'm substituting. So anywhere I see a V, I'm going to substitute in 2. Order of operations, both sides. 8 times 2 is 16. I just make a little note up there. 2 times 2 is 4. 16 minus 21 is -5. 4 minus 9 is also -5. So that one checks. So I know 2 is the correct answer. Now I'm going to have you work on this one. Okay, so pause the video, work it out, turn the video back on it, and I will go over it. All right, so hopefully you gave it a try. Let's put the boxes underneath. So 7x, it's already on the left-hand side. I'm going to subtract 2x. And you know what? That 45 just ends up staying there. 7x minus 2x is 5x. Again, by inspection, I'm A-okay if you want to just give me the answer. If you're like, oh, sorry, yep, oh, good thing I looked at it. It equals 9. If you want to show your work, you would divide both sides by 5. Totally up to you what you want to do on that. All right, so x equals 9. Gonna do my check. Everywhere I see my highlight in parentheses, I'm putting in my answer. All right, let's do the left. 7 times 9, 63. 2 times 9 is 18. And if I add those together, 45 plus 18 is also 63. Voila! All right, awesome. So if you had to watch the video, that's fine. But again, the you do, I'm just kind of hoping you try it. And then just check and see how to do that. Okay, let's move on. All right, kind of the same situation here. It's going to give us a little bit more practice with this box method. So again, I'm going to bring anything that has a variable to the left, constants to the right. So this variable's already here, so I'm going to leave it. This constant's already here. Okay, so they just stay. But this constant has to go over to the other side, and the inverse operation of +2 is to -2. This 9u has to come over to the left. It's a positive right now. The inverse would be to subtract it. So look how organized that is. I just kind of like this. Someone actually just taught me this method, so I'm pretty excited about showing this to you. 6u minus 9u, 6 minus 9, -3u, 14 minus 2. I'm going to do that mentally. Again, inspection, 12 divided by -3, v equals -4. So I'm okay if you don't show that step. Again, if you want to, here it is, we would get the same answer. Okay, so I'm kind of allowing you, if it's down to a one-step equation, just go ahead and give me the answer. I think a lot of you can start doing that mentally. Let's do the check. Again, anywhere I have a highlight, I am going to substitute in -4. So it's just a matter of doing some order of operations here. I'm just going to make little notes here. 6 times -4 is -24. And then I'm going to add 2. If you had to type that in, that's fine. You could type it like this. And then add 2. Perfectly fine. And then the right-hand side, I'm trying to show so I can do the calculator and have the numbers there for you to see. So it's 9, parentheses, -4, plus 14. All right, I'm really hoping that's -22. Voila! All right, awesome. So we know -4, back it up here, is the correct answer. Woo, woo. All right, now you go ahead and try this one. Again, just pause the video, try it, and then turn it back on here. All right, see you in a second. Okay, so we'll go through that with you. So you can check your work here. And then just pause along as you go. I'm just trying to get this done a little bit quicker since this is the you do. I'm not going to explain as much. So hopefully you're just checking your work here. Let's see. 36. Okay, what am I doing wrong here? Ooh, there it is. Okay, I knew. That gives me 9. 3 times 3 is 9. There it is. 38. It's 38. Okay, so this was the you do. Okay, last one. All right, so I have to do some cleaning up first. And I don't necessarily have to do any cleaning up. So let's try to do the box method without cleaning it up. Okay, here's what we're going to do. So we're going to make a box. both sides of the equation. I think we can maybe do this without cleaning it up first. Let's check it out. So I'm going to start with my 5x. Over here, my constant's negative 12. I'm going to bring both of these over. So I'm going to add 3x. I'm going to subtract 5x. And then here I have a negative 9 because I'm taking it over to the other side. I'm going to add 9. Okay, I kind of like this because look what happens. 5x minus 5x. That ends up zeroing out. We have 3x equals, and if you have negative 12 plus 9 is negative 3. Look how, I think that's just so quick. I love it. And then by inspection, negative 3 divided by 3 is negative 1. Look at that. We don't have to hardly show any steps on this. It's awesome. Okay, let me highlight. We're going to check it. Make sure it's okay. All right, let me move it over a little bit. Okay, I'm going to go down here since I need a little bit more room for the check. Okay, there's the left-hand side. The right-hand side. Whew, this was a long one. Okay, don't be shy. You can type this in your calculator. Okay, that's why you got them. So let's do it. On the left-hand side, let me adjust here so we can see it. Okay, I'm doing this right here in my calculator. Let me clear it. I'm typing it in just as is. Subtract 9. Ooh, negative 14. All right, keep your fingers crossed. All right, we're going to try the right-hand side. I'm going to type it in as is. Here we go. So negative 3. Don't forget that. It's below the 3. Negative 1. It should look just like what I've got here. Subtract 12. Woo! Plus 5. In parentheses, a negative 1. Oh my gosh, I'm nervous. Yes! Woo! All right, I have nothing to be nervous about. All right, it's your turn. All right, you do this. Go ahead and pause it. Try it. And then last one here to go over. All right, back at you, back at you. All right, big rectangle, check your work. Okay, let's see, 7 minus 4 minus 8. Let's make sure I get it right here. Negative 5v, and that's negative 55. All right, so you should just be checking it here. Okay, again, by inspection, negative 55 divided by 5, negative 5, positive 11. Okay, here's the check. So you should just be checking this one. It's an 11. Let me show it here. Close that up. That's an 11 here, by the way, too. I know it kind of looks sloppy. All right, 77 plus 23, 44, 88. That gives you 122 minus 22. Yeah. All right, and there is our check. Okay, so I know this video was kind of long. Just make sure you have everything written down. You also have the check. Let me zoom out here. Okay, hopefully you paused if you needed to. And you're going to flip it over. Whoop, I guess I don't have that actual one. Let me see. I know I've got it somewhere. Here it is. Here it is. You are going to do, now the rest of the block, work on these questions. There is an answer key. Just raise your hand. It'll have the step-by-step if you need to kind of look to make sure you're doing it correctly. All right, have fun.